Our destination?
Baywatch Babe wannabes.
Let's go for a ride.
Welcome to Girls Trip. You heard that right.
Yes.
We're going full Baywatch today. Okay, maybe not.
Yeah. Let's clarify.
The only thing
No.
we have in common with Baywatch is that they wore bathing suits and we're talking about bathing suits today. That's where the similarities end.
That's it.
Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever actually seen a full episode of
I've
Baywatch
never seen.
ever.
I absolutely
I've
have
literally
not.
just seen like
Nope.
clips.
Nope.
Nope.
They have like they have a whole new Baywatch.
I have no
Yes,
clue.
I'm pretty
no,
sure,
it's a,
right?
Yeah, yeah, it's a new one. Yeah,
Yeah.
with Zac Efron. He was the one.
Oh, there's a movie.
Or
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
saying
yeah.
the show?
No, I think they did a show. I thought they rebooted the
I
show.
have no
Oh,
clue.
I don't know. I
No
don't watch
clue.
that nonsense. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not into that.
If they're not baking cakes with British accents, then Joy's not watching.
Oh my gosh.
that felt targeted.
That was very much.
It was.
Okay.
It totally was. So today we're going to talk all things bathing suits. We're going to talk about our favorite places to find bathing suits. We're going to give you a little peek at our favorite bathing suits this season. And I don't know, generally talk about the struggle.
yeah. just struggle.
It's a little bit of a struggle.
This could be a long one.
For all of us. I will say it's gotten easier. I feel like in the last, probably like 10 years, it's gotten better. Like when I was in my teen years,
Oh, to find
it was
nice
rough
one.
out there trying to find
Yeah.
a bathing suit that
Well,
wasn't a string bikini.
There's a style that's coming back now.
Yeah.
That is, well, it's been out. It's been back for a while. That is way more classy, I think, and
Yeah.
very like kind of simple looking, but like in a very elegant way, which caters to us.
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
much.
Just
So-
a lot more options in terms of like body type to
Yeah,
think
for
about.
sure.
To
Oh, for sure.
fit. Like it was, if you wanted to wear something that wasn't a bikini, your options were like a muumuu.
Yeah.
And you're like,
A moo-moo.
that's not exactly the look I'm going
Yeah.
for. So I just feel like in general, there's a lot
not what
more
I
options
envisioned.
nowadays, which is nice. Is nice to be able to just go like anywhere. Like you're not
Yeah.
having to, buy online. Like you can kind of go anywhere and have a good number
Yeah.
of options. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. What should we start with? Should we show our bathing suits?
Yes.
Why
All right,
not?
Joy,
Show them.
you start.
Okay. So you were with me.
I was.
when I bought this one.
So
Pretty sure
cute.
I made her do it.
Yeah, so this is my favorite bathing suit. It is a white one piece from Marshall's.
That's crazy.
And it is a good bathing suit.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. You can even feel it like or tell when you feel it. Like it's just a high quality bathing suit. I really, really love it. It has a name on it. Sunseeker. That's the name of it, I guess.
Okay.
So nothing I guess memorable. It's not like a Tommy Hilfiger or anything like that, which you could get a lot of at Marshall's. But I tried it on and I was like, whoa, this just fits me like a glove. And I felt like, I wasn't being too scandalous up top. Like it's very nice in the coverage. And also it's nice coverage in the back, which does everyone... Okay. Time out. Okay. I feel like we need to talk about
Yeah,
this.
let's talk.
Why is it socially acceptable to go out in a... Hide your kids' ears for to go out in a thong?
I know.
don't
It's
know.
disgusting.
Why is it socially acceptable in the summer to go out in a thong? Why is it okay?
I don't know. I don't want to see your tushy.
I don't. And the first thing that I think of, I was like, there's sand in there. I was like, there's nothing's
true.
protecting you from getting
It's
sand
true.
there. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that's so uncomfortable.
It's too much.
Too much.
Like too much.
Yeah, sure, you got a full blown tan, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would just be so self conscious. So I'm really
We're not doing that.
I'm really into like the nice coverage there, and this bathing suit definitely has it.
Yeah.
And Lauren's right. It's not easy to find a really nice one piece these days. But I mean, there's so many more options than there used to be.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm
Way
really,
more options.
really thankful for that. This is definitely my favorite. My favorite store definitely has become like a TJ Maxx or a Marshall's, because I do feel like you do have to go in the beginning of the season though for
Okay.
a lot of them, because
Yeah.
they get torn apart. However, it's like a hit or miss though. Like they have a lot of good stuff in the beginning, but it's hit or miss. You don't know if you're gonna. It depends on which store you go to,
Yeah.
which town. So you have all that to deal with. If you can get the opportunity to go to a Tommy Bahama, they have amazing bathing suits.
Really?
Okay.
Beautiful, gorgeous cuts. I have a Tommy Bahama. This takes the cake because it just fits me really nice. But I got a Tommy Bahama on my honeymoon, and it still is like brand new. Like it is a beautiful,
Good quality,
It's
yeah,
a great
lasts.
quality bathing suit. Yeah.
Okay.
So that might be my favorite store. But when I associate stores and beaches, my brain goes to, even though I haven't been there in probably 10 years, is to a B&B down the shore. Have you ever been to a B&B before?
No.
Nope.
I feel like it's the down the shores version of like a Marshall's,
Okay.
but just straight beach stuff everywhere. So wall to wall, huge stores.
Okay.
Everything beach, everything. So
I feel like that was what were they called? Like Wings or something?
Oh, in Myrtle
like
Beach.
that in
Yes.
Myrtle Beach.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
and
that's
down
what
the
I
shore
know.
would be the B&B.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what my
Okay.
brain goes to. I wish we had something like that here. That'd be amazing if we had one up north, because it's just like you're not walking out of there without like 3 or 4 suits.
Finding something, yeah.
Because they're not super expensive, but they
Okay.
have a billion things, and like all the cover-ups are so cool, and like
Okay.
the shoes, and it's just like the perfect beach store. Yeah.
Nice.
I like that.
Did I cover it all?
Yeah, I think so. All right, this is mine.
Bright fuchsia.
Bright fuchsia.
If this doesn't reflect our
I know.
personalities, I don't know. I mean, all of it. We'll get there.
You'll see very soon.
And honestly, I feel like I ended up choosing this one because it was the one that I could differentiate, because almost every other bathing suit I have is floral.
Okay. You're like, we need something
And
else.
I feel like I couldn't choose between any of them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. They're all kind of like a sea of florals. So this is one that I do really like. I like the color.
The texture's nice
The
too, right?
texture
With the
is
prints.
nice on it. It has some nice ruching to help, hide some imperfections there. Also has some nice coverage on the back. However, and I'm torn because I typically don't invest in a bathing suit. It's not something that I want to spend a lot of money on, because I like buying a new bathing suit every year. It's like, I don't
You
know,
don't wanna
it's like
recycle
summer's
it.
here, and I like to buy something new. So I don't typically spend a lot of money. However, then things like this, which you probably won't be able to
Pilling,
see
yeah.
on the
Starts to fray you
camera,
up.
but
From sitting on,
and like I only got this last year, so this
Yeah.
really only lasted one
year.
season,
Wow.
which was disappointing. This is Ellen Tracy from Marshalls as well.
Okay.
I would say I've never had a bathing suit like disintegrate that fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually, even though I'm not spending a lot of money, I'm still getting a couple of years
Yeah.
out of them.
You could snip them a little bit and get some more.
I don't mean there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
If there was like three,
I think it's that material. It's
But
like
I think
material.
it's the
yeah.
material. It
Joy's
just-
is like that sleek at the bathing suit. Yours is just
Yeah.
a little more fabric-y.
which I liked that part of
what's the
it,
term?
but it snags on a lot
Yeah.
of stuff, which I wasn't even thinking about when I
Sure.
bought it. So I would probably pay more attention next
Okay.
time to the type of fabric it is. But yeah, I'm typically doing nowadays like a Marshalls or a Target. Target has a lot of
They do have actually a lot
of
sometimes, yeah.
options. My like sleeper pick for bathing suits, if I'm not finding something, is actually Walmart.
Yeah, not crazy.
I have
They
never
have some
got one there.
good, surprisingly good bathing suit
okay.
options.
I think they leaned towards athletic too a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but they're like solid bathing suits.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for sure. No,
Yeah.
she's not wrong.
So that's always a good place to go check out and see if they have anything good. But I think it's actually funny because I mean you were talking about the big beach stores, but in again, I guess maybe I don't know. Everything feels like it must have happened in the last 10 years, so I don't know when. But suddenly it went from the only place to buy bathing suits were like department stores or like Target or
Yep.
something like that to all of these like boutique type stores popping up
popping
in
up
the
a lot in the
mall
malls.
where all that they sell is bathing suits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
What was the
couple,
one
yeah, in
like
the Garden State.
everything but water or something
Okay.
like that? And
I'm never thinking to go in there because you just know
They're
that
expensive.
they've got to be expensive.
They're
They
$250, $300 bathing suits.
Yeah,
Like you
they're
know
expensive.
it.
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's
Well, again, that's something if you're like, okay, I feel pretty good with like where my body's at. I want to invest in something. You're
So-
buying one good quality bathing suit to last you 5
then
years.
what if something happens to it? even 5
100%.
years, like you could spend $50 and get it to last 5 years. You don't need to
You
spend
could.
more than
You
that.
could.
I
No,
don't
100%.
think, I don't know how other people feel about this. I don't think I'm buying an expensive bathing suit until I am like done having kids.
Yeah,
Like
you're
done,
'cause
and
you're
I
gonna
know
be-
because
yeah.
I know almost I'm gonna know like what my body is gonna be like
Yeah.
after that stage versus now I'm gonna shift 100 times.
Yeah.
So why buy something that needs to be tailored really nice to you?
Yeah.
Like why buy something so expensive that is very whether it looks good or bad or not is totally dependent on how your body like what your body's doing
Yeah.
at that time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, valid.
Yeah, I just think it's interesting that there are these stores popping up, and I'm just like never drawn to go inside
inside
them.
Me
Yeah.
neither.
It just feels like too specific. I just feel like I'm not gonna. Anything I find is gonna be too expensive, and then they're so small that you have the pressure of whoever's working there.
I know you're just
staring
like,
at
and
you.
you're like, I guess I'll try on something.
You're gonna buy something, right?
Yeah. And you're like, maybe.
So yeah, so I haven't really ventured into any of those, and I really honestly don't go to the department stores anymore. Like as a kid, I feel like that's the only place we went
Oh, I
to.
haven't
I
gone
think that's all. Yeah, that was
I haven't gone
available.
to a
sort
department
of
store for a
thing.
bathing suit in a long time. No, a long time.
I still
Yeah.
go there sometimes for the men in my life
Okay.
because that's easier to find sometimes.
Oh,
I feel like
really?
women's
Yeah.
bathing suits are more abundant. Guys are a little bit harder, especially if you're looking for something more specific. Like
Okay.
there was a period of time where like the only thing you were finding in places like Target or Marshall's were like those super long board shorts.
Yes.
Which
And
my
not
husband
actually-
is not tall enough to
wear those.
pull off. So I was like, where are the regular bathing
Yeah.
suits? So yeah.
Yeah.
It depends on what the trends are, I guess.
I do feel like men's bathing suits are a tad on the short side.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, recently.
Oh,
In
yeah.
the
We're
past 5
seeing
years, they are going up
lots
the
of
leg.
thigh.
I mean, you're
Yeah.
talking about tush. Sometimes I see a guy and I'm like, oh,
Yeah, you're like
so much thigh.
Yeah, too much.
My virgin eyes.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of leg.
Yeah.
For some of these guys, I'm like, I don't know if you should be as proud of that thigh as it
you
was.
are.
But the funny thing
okay.
is, the guys that are wearing that are all like these super young guys, right? Like
Yeah.
college
Well, 'cause
age that
it's
are wearing
now- it
that.
was like
That's
it's
what's in
becoming
style.
their
But then if
style,
you
yeah.
look back at like our dads,
That's what the style is.
My
That's
dad
what they
was
were
wearing
wearing.
shorts up here in college.
If I
I was
was-
like, "You're
if I-
playing volleyball in that?"
If I ever wore the size shorts that my father wore,
Yeah.
he would have killed me.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't think that should be appropriate.
Oh
Actually.
yeah, they were short shorts.
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm not about the short shorts
Okay.
with that
Do you
either.
guys remember the girl shorts that they like rolled?
Oh yeah,
Sophie's.
The
or was it-
Sophies.
Yeah.
The Sophies.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think they're coming back.
No,
I think they're making a comeback.
I wanted a pair of those
I'm not allowing
so bad as a kid, and they were just so expensive. My mom was like, "We're not paying."
Really?
Like they were like a bougie ticket item. And I remember finally getting them and being like, "What's the big deal, guys?" I was just like, "It's
They were
cotton shorts."
So popular
yeah,
for some
they were.
reason.
I don't know. Every person.
I was
wore
mad
them.
at them from the get go, so I was never gonna wear them.
You're like, no.
I was never wanting them. I was,
It was a
mad at everyone
sporty
who wore them. I was like, really? Do you need to roll it 15 times?
15 times.
Yeah.
Like that's
You got
unnecessary.
4.
Yeah.
I was like, we did it. We got the white band, and then we just did
Like
it one
I
more.
was just like,
Done.
you might as well just wear underwear.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
It
wear,
got to
just
the
wear
point where it
underwear.
was super
why?
low.
Why do that?
No, I never had Sophies.
They were lower
either.
than
No.
low-rise jeans.
Yeah.
So
Oh, Lord.
was a
All
no.
right.
That
That's
was a
enough.
no.
That's enough down
All
memory
right.
lane.
I'm
here
most
we go.
excited to hear from Rebecca because
I have an assortment.
she's like, there's just certain things where you're so laid back and other things where you're so bougie. And I feel like
Yes.
this falls into the maybe bougie
It
category.
might be a little bougie. Okay, so I have many bathing suits. I go with the 2-piece. I love the sporty look of it, but I also have trouble. I mean, now there's probably more options, and I actually would like to find like a really nice, clean looking 1-piece. But they never, like to a certain point growing up, I have the huge torso, so they never fit me. I never felt comfortable in them. It was just like you're constantly pulling up or pulling it down.
Yeah.
So I found my groove with 2 pieces, but I again didn't want a string bikini.
Yeah.
So
But the bandos are so cute, though.
I know
They
bandos
look
are really
great.
cute. This one is like a little bit different. I love this is a black top.
Shocker.
But look, we have some maroon bottom. Maroon bottom here. And then I got this one actually last year. This is like a little print, a little, I don't even know what it is, leaves or whatever.
Yeah, palm leaves.
I love a couple brands. These two are Roxy. This one is O'Neill. I do have a bottom that matches it. I just didn't grab it today. And I also like, Oh my gosh, it's escaping me. I have Athleta, but I don't have a ton of their bathing suits. But these you can find at Dick's Sporting Goods. And I have found quite a few bathing suits there because they have a whole kind of section of like the swimwear stuff. So I've seen these brands there and I really like their bathing suits because I think they do have more of that sporty vibe. They have some like, the classic ones, but
that might be a really great place to try because I feel like not many people are going to Dick's for
you don't,
so you might find a lot of them on the clearance rack.
I've gotten like a couple sets there as well. I would say going in the beginning of the season is probably better to find some nice ones, and then you have a couple random sizes here and there. But I like going there for sure. These I did buy online, so I went directly to like the O'Neill store, also to Roxy. They always have sales going on, and yes, you can't try them on. So there is a little bit of that. But I was like, I kind of feel like I know my size.
But that's the nice part about like having a brand.
Yeah.
Is that you kind of get a sense of how
I'm
they're
like,
going to
this is the style bottom I like. This is the style top. Boom, boom, done.
I wanted to bring up Amazon to us and see how we feel about it.
I don't trust Amazon clothing whatsoever.
Yeah.
I've gotten one dress and I've worn it to a wedding a couple times. But I just don't want to buy clothes off of Amazon. I don't know. I have this weird like, eek.
Yeah. It makes it into my cart a lot.
A lot, okay.
But I almost never purchase.
The bathing suits make it into my cart a lot, but I don't think I've ever actually bought one from there because I'm like, what are the chances of this being nice?
Because I think, did you get me both things from Amazon? Did you get me my jean jacket? Or did my mom get me that? You got me my denim dress.
Yes, that was from Amazon.
And that was from Amazon.
Yeah.
And my jean jacket. So I love my jean jacket that I got from there. And I feel like, I wear the denim dress all the time. Is the fit perfect? No.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't trust it. And I'm so bad at returning things. So I'm always like, oh, and then I take it out.
You're just kind of I really like this, but I just can't
some
pull a
cute
trigger.
ones on there.
I know.
I feel that way too
Super
about, what's
cute.
that brand? Cupshe or something
Cupshe.
like that.
Okay.
I have bought a bathing suit from them.
Have you?
I have gotten a top from them too.
I think I'm not really sure where Cupshe lands. Like, is it a real brand or is it like
a fake brand?
Yeah. That's how I feel about it.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember if I liked the bathing suit. The fact that I can't remember probably says a lot. But it was a while ago. It was for my honeymoon because I wanted to like stock up. So I bought a cover up and a bathing suit.
Okay.
Oh, maybe it was just a bathing suit, like because I'll do like the tanks, like tank bathing suits a lot. So I do like those. Maybe it was one of those. I don't remember, but I really, really like a Cupshe or a Beach Sissy. Have you seen those anywhere?
Never heard of Beach
They're all the
Sissy.
same thing.
Okay.
But I will like them for a cover up or like a quick throw on over the bathing suit because that's not tailored to you.
That's just
I think
like
those are good buys
open.
for those. Yeah.
The Cupshe that I had, I specifically bought it because it was going back to my two weddings. So I got married and then we were going to go to South Carolina. And I was like, if we're getting married 6 months later, I don't want to tan. Like I just want, so I got like a strapless one and I really liked it. I thought it was good quality. I mean, I've had it since, so I don't wear it as often, but they're not bad.
No, I'm pretty sure the one I got was, it was better than I expected. Yeah.
That's it is a little bit more durable than you think.
But
I feel like the nicest quality bathing suit I've ever gotten. Actually, two. One was my maternity. I was like very pregnant during the summer.
They were
both
like,
times.
we're making this beautiful.
I got a maternity bathing suit, which I really liked, but probably the best quality one I got was from Victoria's Secret.
Really?
And this was, so I don't really shop there regularly, or I don't remember the last time I did, but when I got married, I bought one for my honeymoon.
Okay.
And it was really nice, I have to say. Like, it was definitely more expensive, again, than I would normally spend on a bathing suit. And it's been so many, over a decade since I've even looked at what they have, what their selection is. But it was a really, really nice bathing suit, I have to say. It lasted a while.
I may actually check that out.
Yeah.
Because I am in the market for one new one. So
Yeah, I haven't bought my one new one for this season.
I know.
either.
I'm like, how long do we have? Like, how long until we go away? That I might want to get one.
yeah,
new
But
thing.
that is the nice thing about finding a brand that works
Yeah.
for you versus like a Marshalls. I'm not even looking
I've
at the
never been
brand.
successful at Marshalls.
just
yeah.
grabbing.
Yeah.
I will say that
don't
in
know.
any of the places that I mentioned, Target, Marshalls, Walmart, the sizing is like, whoa!
Is it
I can be
drastically
a
different?
4, 6, or an 8
Yeah.
in bathing
You
suits.
don't know.
Like I have to just grab them
Okay.
all because I just don't know.
Yeah.
You have
How
to
they're
try.
gonna
You
fit.
have to. I have to try a bathing suit on. Like
Yeah.
I have to. I have to. I'm 9 out of 10 times going to be disappointed if I don't try it on first. So
Yeah.
And you want to, see how, if it's a different style too, you want to be like, has this fit? Do I like the cut? Do I not like
Yeah.
the cut? Yeah. So that is important. I feel like a lot.
Definitely thing. Okay,
Definitely.
what else you got on there?
We just have one more little thing. This is not a bathing suit, obviously. Was purchased in Aruba. I just like bringing one of these as well, as we discussed on Monday, all about our skins and sunscreen. If you don't wear a ton of it, like myself, at certain points during the week or maybe even during the day when you're like, I think I've had enough. I just like throwing one of these on, and it is sun protect, whatever it is.
is
I don't
it
know what
light
it is.
though? Like
It's very light.
So you don't
This-
feel like it's tight on you either.
no,
Okay.
this is actually very big on me. I'm so used to wearing these because a lot of my jerseys were like this
right,
material,
right.
so it just feels very normal for me to have this on. But this is actually like cooling in a way because you just don't have the sun beating on your skin. So I really like that, and I'll go in the water with this. Then it gets a little like sloppy, but I have one of these that's actually really tight, and I'll do that if we go snorkeling. I like the long sleeve because it doesn't give you a tan line. Like my other one is short sleeve.
That's true,
So I'm like,
yeah.
okay, well, it can't
Yeah.
be in the sun that long because
Yeah.
I will get a tan line there. But I really like that just to have like as a cover up. I like the dresses too, but to me, I'm like, I'm not wearing that if I'm like hot. I want to actually cover my shoulders.
Yeah, for me, it's a type of trip. So like
Okay.
for the
Yeah.
trip that I'll be going on, that's definitely I'm looking for more of like a full-fledged
Yeah.
cover up. That's so good for like going down the shore
Yeah.
for like a beach day. Like,
I always
that's
have
great.
like one long sleeve with me, even if it's like windy and you're like, it's a little cold now, I want to throw this on, or something like that.
Have you guys seen these new things on Instagram where it's the bathing suit, full bathing suit, but then it's a perfectly matching, like it's a one piece, but it's a perfectly matching long skirt, like maxi skirt.
Yes.
That looks like a full
No.
outfit. I was
That's
like,
cute.
I think I need one.
Yeah.
That's a very cool
I've
idea.
seen
It's
more
cool.
with
Yeah.
the pants in like a lot of TJ Maxx Marshalls.
Oh, that I haven't
trying
seen, the
to
pants.
mimic that
Okay.
type of look.
They are beautiful one pieces, and then the skirt just goes on right over. It's so.
or you know where it
nice.
actually has a lot? Target.
I'm gonna have to go
Okay.
Because I almost
Because
like
that's the type of vibes you're going for.
I
too.
love this one pair of pants, and I was like, could I get away with wearing these just as real pants, or do I have to wear them with
Or does it
bathing
have to
suits?
be
I
at
don't
the-
know.
Yeah, I
because,
think
but it was
that's
like
a
really,
really good idea.
really pretty.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You feel put together and
Totally.
I mean,
Yeah.
to me, that whole world is so funny to me because never in my wildest dreams would I ever be thinking about a cover up. I'm like, you put on jeans, you put on like shorts and like a t-shirt and you
Yeah.
like run outside.
Yeah.
But when we went away on our honeymoon for the first time, I was just like, oh, this is a thing. Like, you get kind of, I don't know, you just feel cute going out to the
It's
pool.
like done up to go.
yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I've never experienced that until we went away to like
whereas
Aruba.
that is like so out of my wheelhouse.
Come on, Lauren.
Which is actually okay. So two things. One is I feel like I've always been more on that end of things. One, because that's just me. I like
Yeah.
to look pretty and whatever. But I feel like I don't. This is so a weird thing in my head, but I actually don't like wearing shorts to like the pool or the beach because
Okay.
it feels weirdly intimate taking off of my shorts in front of 100 people.
You're like, I
at
swear
the
this is not my
pool.
underwear. It's my bathing suit. It's my bathing suit.
And I just don't like that of like having to like take off like real clothing and having to like
you're
take it on and
it
off.
needs to look like a beach
So
item.
it just feels
Okay.
weird to me. Or even like taking off a whole shirt. I'm just like, woo! Like, I don't know. It feels uncomfortable to me.
we did say this was Baywatch.
Yes.
So,
So I've never
Baywatch.
liked that.
Okay.
And then
That's funny.
Never thought
you
of
know,
that.
typically when we're on vacation and we're at the beach or the pool, we're going into some sort of like restaurant or whatever
Okay, you
for
have
lunch.
to walk through or go after.
So you
yeah.
have to put something on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, sometimes I'm wet. Like I don't want to
Yeah.
put shorts on and then you're, literally having wet
Okay.
spots on your butt as you're sitting.
What I
and-
thought of was my friend Amanda said to me as I was telling her about the trip. She went on a slightly different trip to Europe where it was like they were hitting waterfalls like every other hour or something. So I thought, oh, that would be so cool. What I was seeing, the quick, like, it's part of your outfit.
Yeah.
You can go like down the streets, go to lunch, and literally get in the car and like strip off the skirt and be in your bathing
Ready
suit
to
already.
go.
Like,
Right,
it's
right.
such a great idea. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't have that trip, but I still want it.
Yeah. Whereas like 20-year-old Lauren would have not been caught dead in something like that because I was just
You're like, absolutely not.
absolutely not. That
I would
is,
even
like
pair that with like when I went to Maui, I had like shorts, like board shorts to go
Yeah.
over because I was like, okay, if we're like out and about, I can just throw them on. They can get wet and they'll dry quickly. So that you'd see me those in a heartbeat.
But I never had the like sporty,
Yeah, that
you know,
wasn't-
so
that
that
wasn't your
feels like
thing.
so
Yeah, you're
foreign
playing football
to
on
me.
the sand.
sand.
Yeah,
Like, I
exactly.
felt like a man. I'd be like, I am a man putting on this.
Then you throw on my
this
baseball
thing.
cap and you're like, who is that woman? We don't know who she is anymore.
However, I did bring that up in our packing essentials
Yes,
for an
you did.
island trip because with me and my skin, I should own one.
You really
of
should,
those,
yes.
because when we were in the Bahamas last
Get
year,
a cute pink one.
going into the water park, the sun was beating down
Yep.
so intensely, and I by like day 3, even
Yeah.
putting 70 sunscreen on, I was burned.
Yeah.
and I like desperately wanted something to cover
It's
my
something
shoulders.
just that little layer. You're just like, oh yeah, like this feels better. So
Yeah.
it really doesn't need to be
Yeah,
like
for me, this gets it
a big thing.
This gets it
Yeah.
really red. Like
Yeah.
that will. You're right. To have something right there feels really, really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like a big long sleeve.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, to feel good, something light.
Yeah.
So you don't
but that's
feel
nice
hot.
because it's gonna dry different.
This
than
will
like
dry,
a cotton,
yeah.
you know.
100% will.
And now that I'm in my 30s, I'm like, pff,
I
I
don't
might be wearing
care.
that and high heels at the pool. Who
And I
cares?
don't care.
I don't
and I don't care.
You don't know what you're gonna get.
You don't know.
From me.
She's gonna take those shoes off and be like, I don't care.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
I can't believe that you don't take the shorts off because you're like, no one look.
But are you surprised though?
No,
That's a
not at all.
It's a Laurenism.
It's totally.
That's
so
such
sorry,
a
I whacked your foot.
Laurenism.
It just is. I
It's
don't.
so funny.
It's a weird thing, but I just can't
We love you through
do
it.
it. I mean, I've done it, but I feel so self-conscious.
I think
while
it's shorts
doing
in
it.
general because she's still prejudiced against Sophie's.
There you
Yes.
go.
I think that's what it
That
is.
could
Deep
be.
down, that's the problem.
That could be.
Moral of the story is don't buy Sophie's. And if you
Even if they
take
come
off
back-
shorts in front of people, we know what kind of woman you are. So.
Oh, putting words in my mouth. That's just for me, okay? That's just for me. Nobody look at me the next time I'm trying to get in the pool, okay?
I just never thought of that. So
Now you're gonna think about it.
Now I'm gonna be
you're
like-
gonna be like sin as you because of her.
Woman of loose morals over here. Well, who knew that's where we'd end up today, guys? We never know what we're going to be talking about.
We don't.
But if you have a favorite place to buy bathing suits this season, let us know because I need a new one that's not going to pill. So I'm on the hunt.
It's not gonna be shredded by next July.
It's only Wednesday, right? Is it
Yes,
still
it's
Wednesday?
Wednesday.
So don't forget to join us Friday as we wrap up this week. We have more fun things for you. And most importantly, don't forget to enjoy the view wherever your ride takes you.